Martin, let's talk about the other side of the business. Highly successful too it is, and it's the respraying of guitars and finishing for a host of brands using cellulose lacquers. Now, do you think lacquers, well, there's soft lacquers available now, aren't they, that age a little bit quicker, like guitars from the 70s?
Yeah, well, nowadays you've got a huge choice, Lars. Huge choice of lacquers. But of course, the strange thing is we're now, in some of the work that we're doing, emulating very poor quality lacquer, because that's what it was in the 50s and the 60s. It was that sort of shellac cellulose, which is okay for a short while, but it will crack, as everyone knows, when it gets cold, and it will dent and ding or produce a certain patina, which people have grown to love over the years. It really depends on which camp you're in, Lars, from point of view of players themselves. Some people will want to have their guitars kept absolutely immaculately and with every part, not a fingerprint on them, and other people want the rock and roll aspect of seeing something that's had a bit of a life, and that suits their way of thinking. But we have a choice now, Lars, whereas back in the 50s they didn't. But the personalisation side's been incredible, and obviously more recently with the folks at Brian May Guitars being able to produce album covers on the front of guitars and be able to use those iconic images is just such a joy for us to be able to do. Sometimes we'll just do a one-off, and other times we'll do 50. Like for Fender, we do the customization work for Fender Europe, and a lot of the time when they're working with a company that's linked, maybe like Coca-Cola or somebody that's sponsoring them at the time, we can work with the likes of Coca-Cola, working with O2, working with huge respected brands, and be trusted to get their work done on time, on spec, and on budget.